Black Panther Wakanda Forever is one of the most anticipated titles of 2022, and it is hitting theaters this November. We are just a mere few weeks away from the release of this film, so it is time to predict the box office for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And as always, we will be starting by predicting the opening weekend figures for the film. The first Black Panther opened with a little over $200 million at the domestic box office, and that was way more than what was initially expected from that film. So is this movie going to have any chance of opening on that level? Well, we'll see. I mean, it will certainly open big because anticipation for the end of the Phase 4 is real. Even if the people were disappointed from the rest of the Phase 4, I think Black Panther Wakanda Forever gives hope that Phase 4 will end strong, even if it wasn't strong overall. And I think the anticipation for this film is very high. Also, people want to find out how they are handling and honoring the death of Chadwick Boseman, who was the star of the first film, and his untimely death, I don't know if it will affect this film. I mean, certainly a lot of people are upset that they did not recast T'Challa, but we'll see how the death of Chadwick Boseman affects this film. I don't think it has any chance of opening above what the first film opened with. I mean, so a $200 million opening weekend is out of question, at least for my predictions. It can still open big, but I would not bet on that. So I think it's going to the opening is going to be pretty significant. In fact, I think it's going to be around $170 million, which will still be little less than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The first film had an incredible run at the domestic box office, like literally incredible. It opened with $200 million and it lagged out for till $700 million. It was the number one movie at the weekend box office for 5 consecutive weeks, if I'm not wrong. So even Black Panther Wakanda Forever can be the number one movie at the box office for 5 consecutive weeks. Well, we'll see about that, but it can certainly be for at least like 2 or 3. Let's say 2. I mean, it depends on how big Strange World is. I still think it can be number one at the weekend box office for 5 consecutive weeks, but I don't think the holds are going to be as strong as the first Black Panther. The first Black Panther did not have a lot of competition, and I don't think even this one is going to have a lot of competition until Avatar: The Way of Water comes out in mid-December. So the ground is free for Black Panther to take control of, and I don't think Black Adam is that big of a threat to Black Panther Wakanda Forever, so I think it's going to do pretty good domestically. Not as big as the first one, but still I would say a $550 million domestic total is going to be amazing for the film. The first Black Panther was surely big at the domestic box office, but it was surprisingly okay at the worldwide box office. I mean, overseas box office was not as strong as it was domestically. In fact, it earned more domestically, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it earned $700 million domestically and $1.3 billion worldwide, which means it earned around $650 million worldwide. So it's almost a 50-50 split. So I think the situation is going to be similar with Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I think it's going to make over $1 billion easily, but how far will it go from there? I think it will earn a little bit more overseas than what it earns domestically because it's a sequel, and sequels tend to earn more overseas if we go to the general trend. And if that's the case, I think it will earn slightly more than what it earned domestically, and with China gone, I don't think that's going to be way big of a difference. So I think it's going to be almost the double, but a little bit more than what it earns domestically. So the worldwide total stands at $1.2 billion. We'll see if my predictions are anywhere close. So yeah, those are my predictions for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Share your own box office predictions for the film in the comment section down below. That's it for the day. Like, share and subscribe Film Villa. Thank you for watching.